All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAA, QADASH, and much honor and respect to the men out there laboring in truth and sincerity and prophesying against Babylon the Great. And all right, so in this video, I want to talk about which nation is fitted for destruction. Okay, so I say fitted for destruction, which nation, because it's a certain particular nation who is known as the wicked. Okay, and we're gonna figure that. We're gonna, through the precepts, I'm gonna break it down, because there is a particular people which the wicked the wicked is reserved for destruction. Okay, and I'm gonna prove that. Okay, so first I want to read Job 21 verse 29. I'm gonna read it in the KJV, and then I'm gonna go ahead and read it in the Amplified version so it can make more sense. It says, "Have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens?" The Amplified says, "Have you not asked those who travel this way, and do you not accept their testimony and evidences?" Okay, now the prophets, they have the testimony, right? And they showing you the evidence as well. And I'm about to show you the evidence of who the wicked is. All right. So and let's actually read on to verse 30. Verse 30. Job 21 verse 30. It says, "The wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath." All right. Let's read this in a different version. Let's see. This is the CSB. It says, "Indeed, the evil person is spared from the day of disaster, rescue from the day of wrath." That's not a good translation. Transliteration. All right. Matter of fact, let me go back to the Amplified version. All right, this is Job 21:30 in the Amplified version. It says, I'm gonna start back on 29. It says, "Have you not asked those who travel this way, and do you not accept their testimony and evidences that the evil man is now spared in the day of calamity and destruction, and they are led forth and away on the day of God's wrath?" So that day is the judgment day, the day of the Lord. That's the day he's talking about. All right. All right, let's go ahead and go to chapter 16, because it all throughout the Bible talks about the wicked created for destruction. All right, this is verse 4. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 4. It says, "Yahawah hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil." Okay, so as we see, Yahawah has made everything for his own purposes. Yes, even the wicked for the day of doom, the day of trouble, which is the day of the Lord, when YAHAWASHI comes back to take down the nations. All right. Now let's go to chapter 2, because this is where the wicked is being spoken about in more detail, and it kind of gives you a hint. All right, so just pay attention real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." All right, so it says, except there come a falling away first, right? And it says, and that man of sin, it's a man of sin, be revealed. Now, all throughout the prophets. You got to go through the law, the prophets, the laws, you know, in the Psalms, and even in the Proverbs, what I just read. It's gonna tell you who is gonna be revealed, like who is gonna be made bare. Okay, and I'm gonna get to that scripture too, actually. Let's keep going. It says, who opposeth. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna go down to verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go up to start at 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So the Most High is letting these things happen until it's time for him. His time is up. So the mystery of iniquity is a mystery because it wasn't. It has to be revealed, right? The man of sin is the mystery of iniquity, which is the wicked. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. So the mystery of iniquity is the wicked being revealed. That's the mystery. All right. It says, the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay. Now let's see who is related to the wicked. Who is this wicked? It's because if you notice, let me go back. If you notice, the wicked is in all capital. The first letter is in capital. It's like a proper noun. If you know anything about proper nouns, it's speaking on the proper way of a title. It's a title, right? So this wicked is a title. Now let's go reveal who the wicked is. All right, first let's go to Malachi. Let's see. Malachi chapter 1. Because it says it right in the scripture, all right? Y'all just got to pay attention. Don't let it be a stumbling block. So this is Malachi 1 verse 4. It says, whereas, no, I'm going to start. I'll just read it from here. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts. They're talking about the Renaissance era. Okay, so they rebuilt up during that time. That's them rebuilding the desolate places. I says, they shall build, but I will throw down. And if you notice, ever since the Renaissance, they have been in control over the whole world since then. Okay, after they were in the pit for 1,000 years, during the dark ages, and then they came back into power, during the Renaissance period. Okay, it says they shall build, and that's also where you got the Caesar Borgia Jesus depiction, right? Which is a lying wonder. Okay, this is when they just came out, just start lying and start painting the pictures different colors. I mean, painting it out of their likeness, painting the Most High after their likeness, all of that. It says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom Yahawah hath indignation forever. All right, so let's not skip over this part. It says, Edom, that's the context. Edom said, he said, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. That is the beginning. That's where it starts. It starts with these people, the people. All right. The people is the border of wickedness. Okay. In whom Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI hath indignation forever. So they judgment still has to come. All right, let's continue on. because we know that what do? They come and they colonize, they lie, they steal, they do all types of wickedness, right? I mean, it's obvious they're being made bare because you can see them for who they really are. Let's see, Psalms chapter 58. All right, verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay? So the wicked, and we already just said that the wicked is Edom. Back in Malachi 1 and 4. The border of wickedness, the start of wickedness. That's where wickedness begins. It begins in the womb. I mean, they were set up even before then, but they come out the womb and they were made to be wicked, to lie, to do unrighteousness. Okay. All right, let's go back to 2 Thessalonians so I can make a point because they're about their lying. Okay. Chapter 2, verse number 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. So this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. All right. So having fire come from the sky, which is, when they did the 2 atomic bombs, that was part of their power and signs and lying wonders. Well, lying wonders, that's actually pseudoscience. And let's go to it real quick. That's what lying wonders is. It's pseudoscience in the Greek, or pseudos. Let me go back. That's what lying means. Lying means pseudos. They got plenty of pseudoscience with the Darwinism and the other forms of science, like social constructs, such as calling yourself black and all these different bywords. They have made all the different, that created all the names of most of the things that we use today, such as the days of the week, the month. They the one that came up with all of this. So pseudos is a lie, a conscious and intentional falsehood, and that's what these people are all about. All right. Let's go to verse 10. It says, and just to let you know, if you don't know by now, based on all of the clues and characteristics that I have given you, the Edom, the wicked, is actually the so-called white man. So when I said the lying wonders, that's that pseudoscience, which is a social construct that they made up to make themselves seem pure or whatever. They're actually red, because that's what Edom means. It means red. It means their blood. They're called red because, like, their blood, it shows forth through their skin. Okay. So that's what Edom means. It means red. All right, verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Of course, they, let's see, it says he will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that will save them. So these are the people that trust in oppression, okay? That trust in the system that he has built up, that the wicked has built up. They trust in all of his pseudoscience. They trust in calling themselves such and such, 2 different nationalities, African American, which are 2 Edomites, okay? Let's go down to verse 11. It says, and for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, okay? And like I said, this strong delusion is because they trust in oppression. So let's go to Isaiah 30 to substantiate what I'm talking about. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12, it says, "Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant." Okay? So this is basically what the Most High is saying to, even the Israelites, because a lot of Israelites, they trust in this man, they trust in his education system and institutions. They trust him as a physician, even though he's a physician of no value. They trust in all of his pharmaceutical companies and all of his lies through the media and entertainment. They trust in all of that. They trust in the shadow of Egypt. They trust in his money. They depend on him, like a father. It's a lot of people that actually look up to, in their heart, they look up to the Edomites as their father, which is the devil, okay? But basically because they despise what the Most High tells them, letting them know, and trust in oppressions and lies, like the false doctrines that were given in the scriptures, disseminated like from the Edomites through their theology schools, and during let's say during the slavery, during the times of the transatlantic slave, when they fed us white Jesus, so-called white, and Jesus, the name even, okay? So because they trust in oppression and lies, they're gonna be destroyed too. Calamity is gonna come upon them as well. All right. And though they try to save them, they try to save the Edomites, and like, no, they're not wicked anymore. They, basically that was a long time ago. Like they still trust in their enemy, in which we know that they're like iron that rusts. Let me matter of fact, let's go to never trust thine enemy. This is Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." But we know it's going to be people still going to try to be Captain Save a devil, and still trust in this man, even though he was made to be wicked. He was fitted to be destroyed. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 16 verse 5. It says, "Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yahawah. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished." Okay, so though you are friends with these Edomites, and you decide that you want to stick by their side and trust them, you will not go unpunished. Though even if you join forces and like, yeah, let's just, but trusting in oppression and lies will not make any difference. Even if you try to fend for them, or try to save them, they're not going to go unpunished. All right, they're going to have to serve the Israelites in the world to come. All right. And the world to come, I say, because this earth is given into the hands of the wicked. This is Job 9 verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Okay, well, we know who the wicked is. We know who the wicked is. All right, let's go to Exodus 21, because this is one of the judgments that's coming for him. It's going to be a quick one. It says, "And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death." So we know that during the transatlantic slave period in the Saudi, what is it called? The Arabian? Yeah, even Even the Arabian, all the nations really sold us, all over the world. But during the transatlantic, with Christopher Columbus, and he discovered this land, so called, and basically they stole us, and just we were scattered everywhere from North America to South America, and we're still in his hand. We're still in his hand. So he's going to be put to death. All right. So let's go to Isaiah chapter 63, because of course it's not just only on Esau, but he's the chief wicked. He's the wicked that's going to be taken out of the way. All right, so this is God's vengeance on the nations. But of course, as you can see, it's going to start with Edom. All right. It says, Isaiah 63, verse 1, it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save." So this is YAHAWASHI, dyed in garments, meaning like, well, let's see. We're going to find out. But basically it's blood, okay? That's what it symbolizes. It says, wherefore art thou red in your apparel, and your garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. When you treading in the wine fat is like making wine when they basically they stump on the grapes. They trod the grapes. It says, but it's a symbolism for the blood. That's going to be so much blood is going to be over all his apparel. That's the judgment. Okay. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. So YAHAWASHI, he's doing a lot of this. He's going to be doing a lot of destroying the wicked alone, for the most part. It says, for I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. It says, for the day, this is, the Edomites, the wicked, fitted for destruction. It says, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Oh, let's go. Verse 6, it says, and I will tread down the people. So the people represents those grapes, that the wine in the wine press. It says, and I will tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. So it's a people. Remember, the wicked, the border of wickedness is going to tread them down and bring down their strength to the earth, which actually reminds me of when Jacob and Esau was born. Esau came out first, and then Jacob, he had his heel, as in like it's actually telling you a future prophecy that he's going to be brought down because they was fighting in the womb. Okay. Let's go ahead to Nahum. Let's go to Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. So it says, God is awesome. Cool. Yeah. It says, God is jealous, and Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi revengeth. Yahawah revengeth and is furious. Yahawah will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. So remember, I was talking about Proverbs 16:5, how they were reserved for the day of destruction. So this is in the same sense, because every prophet, they seen the end. Okay, they might have different. Well, I'm gonna just say they're all synchronistic or synoptic. Like they just seen different points. Some got more vision, some got less. Some got details from this angle, and some got from this angle. But ultimately, they seen pretty much the end of this world that was coming in the beginning of the next. And some prophets. All right. So the adversaries, of course, adversary is really Satan, because Satan means adversary, but they're also have the moniker of Satan, the devil, the wicked. Edom, they come out the power of Satan. That's who they are. Okay, they red, just like, through the spirit, they be having the devils red devils. They call them red devils. All right, let's keep going. Verse 3, it says, Yahawah is slow to anger and great in power, and he will not at all acquit the wicked. So they're not going to get away with it. They put the Israelites through all types of hell, and they still oppressing them. They're the greatest and greatest oppressors of all time. Okay, it says Yahawah hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. All right, so ultimately, the Most High, he's not going to acquit the wicked. They're going to have to pay. All right. Verse 5, it says, the mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, the world and all that dwell therein. Okay. Oh, my fault. Let me actually go down to verse 15. It says, behold, upon the mountains of the mountains, the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publish peace. So ultimately, this is, the gospel is full of good news, but if it's good news for certain people, then that means it's got to be bad news for another. All right. It says, O Judah, keep your solemn feasts, perform your vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. So ultimately, they'll be utterly cut off completely. They're going to be wiped off the face of the earth. They're going to be chased up out of earth. All right, let's go to Isaiah chapter 34. This one is the meat of it right here. All right, so this is God's wrath against the nations. All right. Verse 2, it says, for the indignation of Yahawah is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. So ultimately, yes, the Most High, he's furious with all nations, especially the ones who touch the apple of his eye. It says, and his fury upon all armies, he hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Okay. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. That sounds terrible. Okay, but you're about to see the first nation mentioned and its relation to the end of the world, because it's going to go into actually the time of Revelation, which all of them was revealed the end of the world. But let's keep going. It says, and all of the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's talking about the nuclear missile impact. Once it hit the earth, it's gonna be, the heaven gonna be dissolved, meaning like fervent heat burning up the elements, rolled up like a scroll. That's that mushroom cloud after the impact. You know how the smoke and the flame, it just kind of like implodes in on itself. And it says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Okay. So that all their hosts, their armies, you know what I'm saying, is going to fall down like a fig from a fig tree, a leaf falling from the vine. This is, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So remember, they are fitted for destruction. They are the people of his curse. Okay. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. Okay. It's the same word, just different transliteration. But his the sword would be bathed in heaven, meaning it's gonna be like sharpened. It's gonna be the sword is really representing that is also representing those ICBM missiles, those nuclear missiles being in heaven, ready to fall down on Idumea. Idumea just means, where the chief place in which Edom presides at and controls the whole world with. Really is Babylon the Great. All right. It says the sword of Yahawah is filled with blood. It is made with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahawah hath sacrificed in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Now, the scriptures always repeats the certain words, but with a different way of saying it. So Basra is a city where Edom dwells, but it just represents Edom. So, and also, of course, he said in the land of Idumea. So he's saying Edom again. Okay, so it's just the people. The people is it's a people before it's a place. So wherever Edom is at chiefly, that's where they're gonna get. They're gonna be destroyed. So the blood of the goats and the lambs and the rams just represents the people. Okay, it represents those people. They're gonna be sacrificed basically. All right, so like I said, like it says, it's the people of his curse that they were made. So they were made to be destroyed. That is a curse. Okay, let's go on to verse 6. It says, it's just gonna keep going. It says, the sword of Yahawah is filled with blood. It is made with fat. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. I think I already read that one. My bad. Yeah. So you get the picture. It's pretty much, matter of fact, I want to go to Revelation 6, because it's basically talking about the same time. That's how you know that Edom is modern day, is where it's the prince or the king of modern day Babylon the Great. Okay, so Revelation 6 and 13. When I read this, it's going to remind you. You're going to hear certain terms and certain words that remind you of the verses I just read in Isaiah 34. All right, it says 6 and 13, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree castereth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place. So like I said, that is that nuclear destruction. All right, the heavens rolling together like a scroll. You know, the fig tree casting her untimely figs. That's all those missiles coming down. All right. And that's when they're going to be destroyed. I'm going to read Isaiah 34 in the NLT. Let's see. Isaiah. Where is it? Yeah. Oh. Bear with me. All right. All right. Isaiah 34. I'm going to read verse 5. I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, and when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. That's plain. Edom was a nation marked for destruction. He has indignation on them forever. All right, let's go to verse 8, just to keep proving the point. It says, for it is the day of Yahawah's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel. So this is an old, ancient, long time coming type of judgment. All right. This was meant to come. It's been a long time coming. And they done did a lot to Israel from years and thousands of years ago. All right. And how do we know this? Let's go to Psalms 137. Verse 7. It says, "O Yahawah," this is the NLT, by the way. It says, "O Yahawah, remember what the Edomites did on the day the armies of Babylon captured Jerusalem. Destroy it," they yelled. "Level it to the ground." It says, "O Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for what you have done to us." So they're being paid back for what they did to Israel. This is the way they're being paid back, with nuclear destruction. Okay? And if you notice, it said it related Edomites with Babylon the Great. Okay? With Babylon. It didn't say the Great, but yeah. Man, let me read it in the KJV. The way they worded it is kind of weird. But for the most part, they did a pretty good job. Oh, I'm tripping. All right, it says, "Remember, O Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof." It says, "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us." See, Edom is related to the daughter of Babylon. Though back in those times, it was just Babylon. There was no daughter of Babylon. Daughter of Babylon is talking about the modern times today, because she is the fruit of what Babylon was back then. That's why it's called Babylon the Great. You know, the old virgin daughter of Babylon, because she hasn't been penetrated yet. So we're gonna go to the revealing, because these things were talked about in the prophets long before the New Testament, about the revealing of Esau. And in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it made it known of the man of sin being revealed, because it's been a long time coming. All right, so let's go to Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not," meaning it's not going to be any more. He's going to be destroyed. Okay? Made Esau bare. So Esau is made bare, meaning he is revealed as the wicked, the man of sin, the mystery of iniquity. As you can see, you know, they're trying to cover their tracks with the critical race theory and trying to make up stuff and trying to make it seem like what they did was not that bad. You know, really they just wicked. It says, oh yeah, so yeah, this is about this is pursuant to 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3 through 8. So no longer is his iniquity a mystery, because he is made naked. His sins have been revealed. He is the number one suspect of the atrocities performed on earth, coming after the working of Satan. Okay? And he's also fitted for destruction. I'm going to leave it off right there. I may do another extended addition to this part, but pretty much I made the point, and Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Tune in next time. Shalom.